The campaign to ensure all learners are back in school continued, with senior government officials pitching tent in various schools across the country to assess the situation and ensure COVID-19 measures are put in place. In Nakuru, public schools reported a turnout of over 95%, with private schools reporting a turnout of 80%. Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary Ambassador Macharia Kamau noted that social distancing still remains a major challenge.
We have noticed that there has been very serious challenges around issues of social distancing, primarily because there are simply not enough classrooms that are available to allow us to maintain the preferred ratio of classrooms to students. And so we have witnessed very high numbers of children in classrooms, sometimes 100 children in a class.
Meanwhile, Principal Secretary for Regional Development Dr. Margaret Wawuda Mwakima toured primary and secondary schools in Kilifi County. 84.2% of learners in public primary schools had reported back to school, while private primary schools had reported a 77.5% attendance.
We also want to see how is distances from their homes to where the schools are located. How is it impacting on their concentration as well as the education? Are there school feeding programs, and how are those school feeding programs being organized, and how are they impacting on the parents?
We are having most of our institutions with watering points, but the water is a big challenge. Although we are consulting with the county government to see how we can enhance water tracking to those institutions.
And Land Principal Secretary Nicholas Muraguri, who led a delegation of senior government officials on a tour of schools in Nyeri County, hailed schools for their innovation amidst the challenges brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic.
We also need to appreciate the efforts that have been made by government and also the parents and the school. Everywhere, even those schools you mentioned, I'm sure every child has a mask from home. Isn't it? There's some water, maybe but not enough, but there's some water in most of these schools. So the issue is, how do we work together to expand the water hand washing facilities?
And Kirinyaga County government has launched distribution of bursaries worth 110 million shillings to needy secondary and university students in the county.
Hii ndio basari kubwa zaidi kutoka serikali ilipoanza kupeanwa Kirinyaga County. Na sisi tumeshirikiana na County Assembly kuensure watoto wetu watapata benefits ya masomo na hakuna ule ambaye atawachwa nyuma.
About 40,000 students, including about 32,000 secondary school students and 8,000 university and tertiary institution students, will receive the funds. For Channel 1 News, I'm Safin Aching Ouma.